Right, we are back because it's a Saturday night and it's Dharma Broadcasting. And the first 5 minutes, we will do the necessary stuff as we wait for the viewers to join. And also go to Facebook, copy the link, and start sharing to the relevant parties. So I will go into Dharma Broadcasting as we wait for the viewers to join. Yeah. Let me see. Let me also get all the things done as we wait for the viewers to join. And today's topic is something many people, in fact, even today, in one of my coaching sessions, somebody asked me about this, and I think something relevant as we seek for enlightenment, for our awareness. We are always asking this question. Right. And for enlightenment. We are 3 minutes away from the interview. Right. So, Uma Velu, wow, you're always there with us. Thank you so much. So I will copy the link. I will wish Namaskaram in a short while, but let me go and paste onto my personal wall so that my friends, in case they miss out, they will be able to watch. Okay, already posted, like and comment. Namaskar. Namaskar. Vanakkam. Not Chanakam. Salah spelling. Vanakkam. Vanakkam Palamuri Sunni. Okay. All right. Shanti. Okay. Hari Om. And Krishna. Hari Om. Yes. Hari Om. Hari Om. Thank you for joining us. As like I said, we seek the viewers, and we are 2 minutes away from live. Please, Gopal Krishnan, Vanakkam, Vanakkam, Vanakkam. Let me see on my screen on this side, it's a little bit blocked. Let me see who else is there. Okay. Oh, that's me. Namaskaram, Vanakkam. Okay, Krishnamma is also there. Okay, awesome. 13 of you already joined us. Now, please, those who just joined us, please comment, please. Rajeshwari, Vanakkam, Vanakkam, Vanakkam. So copy and paste onto your wall, personal wall, so that your friends are able to do that. You can also share these on your WhatsApp. Just copy, go to your WhatsApp and copy them. Invariably. Okay, we've got there. Okay. We are at 9 o'clock. Yesodas. Okay, Yesoda play. Vanakkam. Okay, the time now is 9 and we will start the interview as usual, sharp at 9, as 15 of you are already with us. Namachivaya Valga, Nadantan Valga. Ime Poludum Yenenjil, Ningadan Tal Valga. Hari Om, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Sakti. Namaskaram, Namaste, Namaskar, and Vanakkam to all. Welcome to Dharma Broadcasting, and today, Dharma Broadcasting on and the channel of Why of Hinduism. And today, the topic is who is a guru? And today with me, we have my co-host who's back, not today, in a couple of weeks, she's been back after a short break. Now I will let her to say and introduce our guests for the day. Ma, over to you.
Okay, thank you, you too. How are you today?
I am very good, very good, very good.
Yes, good. Hari Om, everybody. Vanakkam, Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskar. another Saturday with an interesting topic and a special guest as well. Yeah. Okay, it's my pleasure to introduce. Are we ready to introduce him?
Yes, Ma.
We
Yes,
are
yes,
ready.
yes.
All right.
yes.
Okay. Well, I would keep his name for a while and
Okay,
I will
good.
just introduce him now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. He
So
studied.
you are talking about his credential before we talk about
Correct,
his
like
credential.
Tirukkural, the cause and the
Okay.
effect. So the effect.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So he studied Vedas and Agamas from 11 gurus. Okay, you too?
Wow.
11 gurus,
Wow.
okay, and served as a priest in temples during his younger days.
Wow.
Okay, he
Wow.
has guided
Awesome.
thousands of people, he has guided through his knowledge in science, pujas,
Wonderful.
astronomy, vastu, numerology, and etc. And yet he is a
Incredible.
very simple person. And this comes another interesting note here,
Yeah.
on top of all the spiritual knowledge and being, under so many gurus, he has also got a very excellent academic background. You see, this is the
Wow.
beauty of our Hindu religion, You can be both, You can be on a spiritual journey and you can also be very successful in both ways, yeah? So he has a balanced academic background where he has received his BSc, MSc, and PhD in biochemistry.
Wow.
He's very passionate in research and his interest is on enzyme biochemistry and evidence-based complementary medicine.
Fantastic.
He explores plant sources, ancient traditional medicines and tests through scientific experiment research, and while documenting their biological mechanism in action. No joke, yeah? Very
Oh,
good.
before you introduce him, I would like to wish my friend who is live here all the best. All the best with Crystal Palace today, my dear friend.
Oh, okay. All right, very good. And this person, he's an
Hello. Sorry.
this person is actually a very easygoing person, very practical and a very unique ability, to simplify even complex theories. He'll put it in very simple words, yeah, for everyone to understand. Okay, and he offers simple yet powerful solutions to any of your problems, ranging from health to wealth, education, job, relationship, anything. You can just speak to him on any topics. Yeah, he'll just ease out your issues. That's very coolly, very gracefully. Okay, and for spiritual seekers, if you are looking for a spiritual evolution, he has powerful techniques to enhance your spiritual journey.
Incredible.
Yeah, he aims to help mankind through a complete transformation of the mind, body, and Atma. And he belongs to an organization called Shastri Organization, which is an
Shastri.
It's an international spiritual organization.
Wonderful.
Okay? So you see, he has done, I don't have to repeat. He can facilitate you to design and enlighten your life as you wish. He'll take you in a very beautiful journey. Okay. So now he has to be a guru, right?
Yes.
Okay. So dear viewers, it's time for us to just invite this wonderful person. And he's actually Assistant Professor, Dr. Bhaskaran Gunasegaran. We can address him as Dr. Bhaskaran Acharya. Welcome, sir.
Hello, Hari Om.
Yes.
Vanakkam.
Hari Om. How are you today, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. Excellent.
Good.
Today is a wonderful day.
Yeah, welcome to the show. We are happy to have you here.
Yeah, there's a very heavy introduction about me.
Oh, really? Oh, really? I was thinking that I was taking very light note, just a little bit here and there. All right. Actually, you've got about, I think I can make out about 10 page full of your profile, just for a brief introduction.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we get on to the topic, in your own words, of course, what I've already said, yeah. Apart from that, just tell us about your life journey or which age you went into this spiritual journey and how did this happen?
All right, sure.
A little introduction about yourself. I also would like to know you.
Nothing much, just ordinary person, okay. But just with Guru's grace, God's grace, the call towards the spiritual world have been there earlier. Maybe I can say since my childhood, So yeah, it's not easy because we have to balance the materialistic education, Okay, at the same time, we have to balance the spiritual education. It's not easy. So it started way back when I'm in the school. Okay, primary school, I have started all these journeys, and back to secondary school, things gets even deeper and deeper. You see, so basically, as how Mataji have mentioned just now, yes, I had the opportunity to learn much on the Vedas and Agamas. Basically, I was trained to become a priest. Okay, people call us as acharyas. You see, so yeah, I'm not a guru. I'm just an acharya. All right. So this is where the life started. Okay, things have started from the temple background itself, and way along. Okay, God's grace, I managed to go well in education as well, and education has become my profession as well. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so the topic today is, do Hindus need a guru?
No. I think we will talk about who's a guru.
Yeah,
Would you like
first,
to know that? Yeah.
Yes, we will talk about who is the guru and also what's the meaning of guru. Yeah, please, sir.
Okay, sure, no problem. So, guru. So, before we dive in the topic, so maybe I can get a few feedback from the you guys.
Viewers,
Yeah.
feel free to ask this question, because I'm just talking. Sorry,
No problem.
Now,
Yeah.
viewers, please, because there are many a case. In fact, today in one of my coaching session, I asked how many of you have lost in your life. I said lost material things. Oh, I found this fake guru and I lost a lot of money, and stuff like that. So many people get into this situation. So feel free to ask, because we've got a person who I think today is the rightful
The right person.
Yeah, the
Sitting
right
on
person.
board.
So feel free to ask. Instead of me telling you, I always like this idea of you asking us your question so that we can have getting into a conversation. So over to you, sir.
Yeah, sure. So basically, we are talking about guru. So the meaning of the guru. Okay, let us look at the word itself. Okay, we understand the word guru. We can split that into two: gu and ru. Okay, gu means darkness, and ru means pull you out. Okay, meaning, so when it comes to the full meaning, it means a guru is a person who can pull you out from darkness. Okay, he can show us the light, not the lamp light. Okay, the light here is the spiritual light.
Enlightenment, you mean?
Yes,
Give you
enlightenment.
enlightenment?
Yes.
Okay.
So at the same time, a guru is the one that transfers the knowledge. We call it Brahmanyana. Okay, the spiritual knowledge, the highest knowledge of what we need. Okay, based on what Hinduism means, it has come from Vedas and so on and so forth, right? So this is what we call it Brahmanyana. It should be transferred. So a right guru or bona fide guru is the one who can do this. Okay, so yeah, this is a guru all about. He is someone who can guide us and pull us out from the suffering. Okay, this world is, I don't know, it's full of happiness. At the same time, it can be full of suffering as well. You see, so a guru is the one who can bring us in a very harmonic condition. He can help us to balance the life. At the same time, we can be in the materialistic life, doesn't matter. But at the same time, we have to go for the spiritual path. A guru can help you in that manner. Yeah.
So in order for the guru to do that, he has to be enlightened first, right? Only then he will attain the state of a guru, right?
Yes, for sure. A blind cannot guide a
Lead
blind,
another
you know.
blind.
Yes. So a guru is a person who should have seen that, who should have experienced that, you know. It's just like, okay, if let's say we want to go for Tirupati, okay, we shouldn't ask to someone who never been to Tirupati, right? Not. So it should be someone who have been to Tirupati, only can guide us on the way to how to go there. So similarly, a guru who have attained, who have experienced God, okay, all right, is the right person who can bring us further along the way, because he knows the loopholes and everything. He knows the way, all right? So where's the obstacle, where's the issue, everything he knows. So he's the one who have experienced it. I hope you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. He should experience it. Okay, once he experienced that, then only he can, you know, guide the fellow disciples. along the way.
He has traveled that path.
Yes.
Only then
true.
he can tell you, yeah.
Mm.
Okay, all right. So, you too, you have some. I'm sure you've got burning questions with you now.
Yeah, I
You've
can
got
see
lots.
from his face. he
Yeah,
have,
he's he's got
just
too many
waiting.
questions. Yeah, waiting to put them in order.
How to know this is my guru? How do I know? Yes, I found, because in our journey, just like what Michael Jackson said, this is it, and then you discover this is not it. And then you continue your journey and then you find this is it.
Hmm.
I found it, this is it. And then after a couple of months, couple of years, something not right, like this is not it again. And then we find,
Oh my God.
and till now, I think many people, including myself, have, I would like to use the word, invested time and money, continue seeking, but we have still haven't found the guru that we are always seeking for. It's like, going for a date and you first date and then, I'm going to marry this woman, but after a couple of months, you say,
Oh my
maybe
God.
not.
Start
So
all over
I-
again.
Maybe I should- yeah. So how do I know that this is it?
Yeah, this is my guru. Yeah.
All right. Okay. It's a very difficult question.
Yeah. Because
But this is
Yeah.
the most essential question,
yes, yes.
Yes.
So we can
Basically
take the
like
40
this.
minutes, next 40 minutes discussing this.
Can. So basically like this. A guru, okay, the guru disciple relationship actually is beyond birth cycle. Okay, we must understand, because we Hindus, we believe in reincarnation. We believe in rebirth.
Yes. He'll come back.
Okay, yeah, he's frozen for a while,
Yeah,
but like I
just
said,
hang on.
as we wait for him to come back, as
He's
the
got some
bandwidth
questions,
to come back. Yeah, let's see any questions.
The
People,
student is
viewers,
ready.
yeah, please ask the questions. Yeah, this is I'm sure many of you would have, like I said, gone through this journey of finding someone and then you're eventually realizing, oh no, I wasted so much of time. And then you find another person and then you keep on going. Namaskar, Dato. Yeah. So please feel free to ask, to clear your doubts.
Many
I'm
of
sure-
them are paid also. Oh, he's
Yeah. No,
he'll
I'm
log
sure
in. He'll come in.
he'll
again.
jog in. All right. That's good. You will know within when you meet.
Yeah.
You know within when you meet him.
Right.
All your question will meet answers. It's a connection of many birds.
Correct.
It's a divine destiny.
Yes,
Uma, I agree and I also disagree. The reason is, initially it seems either you evolve. Uma, let's have a friendly debate. Debate means friendly discussion. Initially you say he seemed to answer all the question, and then you evolve.
yes.
You evolve. You, the person, maybe it's not the guru or the master or guru in front of you. You evolve, and then when you reach a certain stage, then you look at this. Is this that you is guru's part of a journey of discovering yourself? So this has always been in my mind. Nagesh, let's see what Nagesh said. What is the difference between physical guru and spiritual guru? We will wait for
Yeah.
our guest today to join us. I think he has dropped out of the bandwidth. He'll probably join us soon as we wait for him to come.
Yeah.
All right. Dhanalakshmi Sridhar, Ayya Sri Anbiya Arunachal, the body is the temple of Shivam.
Yes.
We have to reach him, enter into him, live in him, and own him.
Yes.
All right. Okay. I think like everybody, every individual will have, I don't know, this is what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I want to learn. Maybe we all will have our own gurus, own journey to discover this is it. Or maybe it is not this is it. Because for me, your ultimate, according to my learnings. The ultimate guru is Shiva Guru.
Yeah.
The final guru is Shiva Guru.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
you see, different people, different journey. You see,
Yeah, different
you
people,
too.
I'm
Different
not saying
journey.
I'm not saying I'm
Correct.
right. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, from the little that I know now, is who will be my ultimate guru is, as I'm a Saivite, I follow Saivism. I think that he is my final guru. Chandan Seva, how we are able to identify the right guru that able to guide us to enlightenment, as there is no proper qualification as in spiritual guidance. Yeah, right. Please ask those kind of questions, because
Somebody has mentioned
so what is that, Ka?
there's
Tell me.
something in Tamil. Padinga? Can you read that?
Tamil இதுதான் வானன்றது. Tamil படிக்க சொன்னா நான்
குருட்டினை நீக்கும் குருவினை கொள்ளார் குருட்டினை நீக்காக குருவினை கொள்வார் குருடும் குருடும் குருட்டாட்டம் ஆடி குருடும் குருடும் குழிவிருமாறே. Okay, the meaning is because if I'm like a blind guiding another blind,
Okay, yes,
so
yes.
the
yes.
search of guru shouldn't be this way.
Yeah.
It should be a person who is already enlightened. A person who is enlightened can also guide the blind. Not necessarily the person must have his vision. If the guru is already enlightened, the guru can guide everyone immaterial, or whether the person is with his visual or without his vision, he can still guide anyone. He can guide a person who has got no hearing, no vision, he can guide them. But that person has to have his enlightenment first before he can guide another. So that's the meaning of this thing. But I think our guest is having some networking problem or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So meantime, please feel free to give some
Put in
feedback.
your
We are not
questions.
an expert in this area. I'm also seeking that the little that I know is I'm seeking for my own guru. But in the journey, I'm not saying anything bad about the gurus that will happen in my life. Like what I believe is, I come to this guru, this gap that existed in my life, I discovered, I learned, and I evolved, and I had to move on. Yeah, to find another guru to teach me maybe other things that is a gap in my life, and learn and continue this journey. Yeah, those even so-called these fake gurus. There was also a learning for me. Yeah, even this so-called fake guru, when I look back.
You too,
And
is
that's
the
it,
Zoom,
yeah.
is a link open for our guru to on again?
Yes, it's open. He just has to come back to the same link. Uma Velu says, yes, a guru's task is to take you to Shiva Guru, as you mentioned. Yeah. So what I know of is whoever we are learning from is called, correct me if I'm wrong, like I say, I'm also a student, Vidya Guru.
Yes.
In this world, what's happening is, whoever we are learning is called Vidya Guru, and eventually is to reach our Shiva Guru. That's what as I know, but let's hear you
Hear
you
from the
guys.
experts, yeah, and also some questions from our viewers also we are looking forward to, and also they can share their views also about see, I wanted to ask, I've got sections, so many questions also like you too. I wanted to ask our guru now, I was waiting. I wanted to ask him, what are the types of guru we have? So what are the types and who are the types of gurus that we should actually go forward? Vidya
Yeah.
Guru is one, okay?
Yeah.
We have got many types of gurus. And another guru, there are some gurus who can give diksha. Some gurus are not there to give diksha. So what can
Yes.
and I want to talk about Guru Parambara, the Guru lineage. I wanted to talk. I've got so many questions here. I'm waiting.
Unfortunately, the bandwidth has failed us as at now.
Never
But
mind.
hold on, people. I know.
Yeah, this is
I know
normal.
that. Let's give our guest a couple of more minutes. I'm sure he will be joining us in a short while, because as we wait.
Yeah.
So tell me, Aga, what else? How many gurus have you gone through in your life?
Asking me, interviewing me.
Yeah, interview as we wait.
Yeah,
For our-
okay. I can't call them gurus lah. No, we thought they were gurus. Like you see
Yeah.
nowadays, the issue that we are having now, which is also my question to our guru. I was waiting for our acharya to come on board.
Yeah.
Because many of them think that all the samyars have become gurus now.
Ah.
A good question, because this is the recent happening in Malaysia. This is a recent one, the recent incident, okay? This person has come and told this particular family that I know everything that's happening in your family. I'm here to guide you, okay? And everybody said, oh, you, Guru has come to my doorstep, telling me I got problem. And he was telling all the problems that they were going through in their family. They had some issues, they had some disputes in this family. And he was narrating everything from A to Z as though he knew, everything that was happening, okay? So these people fell into the trap and he was there. Then he was asking, you have to give me this much of money. I'll do this for you. You give me this much of money. I'll do this for you. And went on and on and on and on until he became a permanent resident in the house and started taking away lots and lots of money. They were misguided. Okay, that's one thing. And how he knew about all their issues that was happening, all those family issues, the family secrets and disputes, because the family were actually discussing with so many other friends. So from the friends, the news went outside the family, and that guy came to the door, and then they took him like a guru. And then finally, I think it took about 2 years for them to really know that this guy was actually swindling them. He was not a guru. He was not even there, not even as a person. He was actually a fraud. So a lot of people get into this kind of.
No, I would like to ask the viewer. I like to ask the viewers here as we wait. I think there is some bandwidth again. Bandwidth issues still not here. How do you feel about this commercial requirement of a guru when money is involved? What do you think?
Yeah, ask the viewers. Yeah.
I'm asking, what do you think about when the money is involved? Because for me, when money is involved, we always with dakshina and all that. But then when there is a quantified sum,
correct.
does that what do you feel? I like to hear from you. What do you feel when a guru say to do this, you need to pay X amount and stuff like that? Yes, our guest is here. Okay, let's invite him. Okay, he joined us with 2 devices, guys. Thank you so much for
our team
for joining, for holding on with us. Thank you so much. So
the guru has given us the enlightenment now.
Enlightenment. I will admit both his devices if he likes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Guru on the turret. Guru has come.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
So sorry for that.
No worry. We had a good. We
No
were
worries.
chatting about the same topic. Yeah, good. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, where did we leave just
Okay,
now?
sure. All right. So
Guru lineage.
I think suddenly the line problem, it stopped over there. All right. So anyhow, I'm connected with both of my devices. Anything I just can, use either one.
Switch. Okay,
All right.
okay.
So where do we stop just now? About a guru, right? So about finding the right guru. So
1 minute.
I said that.
1 minute. Paramesh, good question. Hold on. Once
Yeah.
I'll ask that question. Okay, over to you, sir. Good question for Paramesh.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Continue, sir.
basically, we have mentioned just now that a guru is beyond the birth. You see, meaning to say a guru will follow us from one bird to another bird. You see, so to experience this is what we call it for this process of seeking. You see, so everything, somehow we will know, okay, the deep Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you're back.
you're frozen
You're
a
back now.
couple
We
of
were
times. You're
frozen,
frozen a couple of times. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. It used to be very clear. I don't know why, because
Let us all do a guru mantra.
You want to start?
Sir, you all should be doing a guru mantra, I said.
Okay. You want to use your handphone? I think maybe your handphone will be better.
Yeah. No means I'll be here.
All
No
right.
problem.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
All
good. I
set.
think yeah,
Good.
Okay.
maybe your Wi-Fi is not so
Yeah.
stable.
No. Yeah. Sure. So until where you can hear just now, maybe you can guide me further.
You asked me, I also forgot where my mind was. Oh no, not again. You know. Okay, now I ask. Okay, continue where we left off just now.
Okay, I said just now, like a guru will follow us from one birth to another birth, right? Okay, that part I
Yeah.
finished. And actually the Atma will know, okay, this is my Parama Guru. Okay, this is the Guru line is that I belong to. The Atma will
Okay.
know about it. Okay, the realization comes from within. All right. As how you two G have mentioned just now, you have spent so much of time, so much of money for this. You know, sometimes we shift from one guru to another guru, but along the way, okay, we will find the way. Okay, even through the prayers. You see, the prayers itself will guide us further. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to take this question
Ah.
from Paramis. Is it true that one can never pursue a spiritual path without a guru?
Yes, I can say in certain occasion, yes, because we have heard from the past that people can even be directly connected to God, even without a guru. you see.
Example?
But this one, just like Nayan Margal, you know, the Nalwars, they have been directly connected to God. That one is totally different story. Of course, they have developed the passion, you know, the righteousness of their life towards that, you know, their life practice is so much different. But when it comes to the current living, okay, it is very difficult for us to be in that state. All right. So I would say nowadays, okay, coming to this Kali Yuga, it's very difficult if we don't have a guru. Why not? You know, why not we just take a guru and just keep going? That is a alternate and easier path to go. Yeah.
Yeah, good thing. We at this Kali Yuga, we need a guide. We need to take,
Exactly.
because the Kali Yuga is full of challenges, is misery. Okay, yeah, correct. But the thing is that in this Kali Yuga, it is so difficult to find the true guru, or the real guru, because there are so many people who claiming themselves to be gurus. That's the challenge for a lot of people. And even like, I think I'm a seeker. So is U2G also. We are all looking out for seekers. You had 11 gurus. We had also about that much of gurus. But every guru lead us somewhere. Then from there, we continue our journey. You know, we continue. There's another guru coming. So there are sometimes that we take like, I mean, it's difficult to analyze. So how are we going to get the right guru in this Kali Yuga?
Okay. All right.
I know it's a difficult question, but
basically it depends on the Guru Parambara. You know, this is how for us very important for us to identify the Guru Parambara. The moment we identify a Guru Parambara, then it's gonna be very easy. Parambara means lineage. Okay. I just give you one example. Okay, let's say we are taking Divine Life Society as one of the example. Okay. Divine Life Society was founded by Swami Shivananda, for example, right? He is the founder.
Yeah.
And after that, we have Swami Chidananda. Then after that, now currently we're having Swami Krishnananda. All right. So I'm not promoting any centers over here. I'm just giving one example. So in this case, okay, let's say we are attached to someone, to any ashram, okay, the current ashram, let's say in Malaysia, there's a Batu Cave, there's an ashram, you're attached to any Swamiji. Okay, that Swamiji is someone like promoting or guiding us towards that path, that spiritual organization. So the moment you like it, your Atma feels, okay, this is the Parambara that I belong to, means it is very easy to identify your Guru Deva, which is Swami Shivananda. You already straight away will know, okay, I belong to this. Straight away, Swami Shivananda is my Guru Deva. You see? So this one is the inner sense that we have to develop, and we have to be very sensitive about it. You see? This emotion and sensitivity, it comes along the way. We can't develop it in just a couple of days, couple of months. Sometimes it takes years, you see. So what happened nowadays, from what I can see from people, is like, okay, this guru is giving me so much of, I can I get fast recovery, I can get fast things from this guru. So I jump to this guru. And
Instant
after a few
guru.
months,
Bhaskaranji, instant guru.
Instant guru, yes. So, then after 2 months, I go to another guru because I feel like that guru is doing better than the previous guru, So, so it's becoming like a business ready nowadays. And you can see everywhere people are giving diksha just like that. You see? So that is not the way. Let us go to the ancient practice. Let us go to the basic principles. We understand that, the moment we understand the deeper science that we belong to one parambara, choose that parambara and go along the way. That's it. You see? All right?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Right, actually, continue.
carry on. You got a question? Or
No, there are some
group?
questions here I'd like to ask. Wait, let me see some interesting
Okay.
question. There was some interesting question. There was from Radhakrishna. Gurus should be separated from temple management. We
Guru-
should secure our gurus separately to give enlightenment to the temple. These days, temples are handled by temple priests. I think many of us need to understand. I don't know, maybe you can enlighten us. A Swami, a Gurukul, an Acharya, a Guru. I think we need to first recognize these people.
framework.
A teacher, I and Krishnamma do some simple Hindu teaching for some people. When people say Guru, no, we are not Guru, we are teachers. The little that I know, I'm teaching. So we are called teachers. For me, I'm a teacher. That's all I am, nothing more. But there is a different individuals in this whole process. Can you enlighten us so that the viewers can be clear about this? Yeah?
All right. Yeah. Very important question. This one is very important for us to understand. So in any lineage, that's why I'm talking about the lineage again. We must understand who is the beginner. Okay. Normally in any lineage, the first or the initiator comes from the God himself. Let me give you one example. Let's say we are talking about Madhavacharya. Madhavacharya is the Parama Guru of that particular parambara. So he got the grace from the Bhagavan himself, Bhagavan Vishnu himself. You see, after Madhavacharya, he has so many disciples under his parambara. You see, and at one point of time, even Swami Raghavendra, maybe Swami Raghavendra, we know about him. Okay, he's quite famous, well known among all. You see, so when it comes to the Guru lineage, there are certain terms that we should understand. This is what I think you two G have asked me just now. Basically, there's a Parama Guru, there are Diksha Guru, this is what we call it Parabara Guru, we call it a Siksha Guru. Okay, the difference is this. Siksha Guru is someone that teaches us in the material life. Let's say, for example, we are going to the school and everything. There can be a Siksha Guru. The teacher there can be a Siksha Guru. Diksha Guru is the one that brings the wisdom and grace from the lineage himself. Okay, it gives you some initiation. Let's say you are following one technique, okay, in that particular parambara. A Diksha Guru is the one who can initiate you, okay? But maybe that Diksha Guru is not your Sadguru, is not your ultimate Guru, doesn't matter, but it belongs to the same lineage. You see? Can you get me or not? So when it comes to the temple priests, they are different. We all are acharyas. We are the people who disseminate the knowledge and the ritual aspect. So we can be promoted, just like working, sometimes we get promoted, right? So sometimes with the Guru's grace, we can be promoted into that. But to enter, okay, that monastery is different. That one is more towards sannyas monastery, you see? So they have different system, you see? So this is where they get initiated into Swamijis. Okay, you can see their names end with Nanda. Nanda means Anandam, bliss. Swami Vivekananda, Swami, Shivananda, Swami Krishnananda, So all these things is like meaning to say there have been in that monastic order. Okay, there are different type of monastic orders, and they are the one chosen one to be in that particular lineage. Yes. Right. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say over here.
Yes. I hope the viewers also kind of understood some form of difference. Again, Vaskanji, if you are a Vaishnavite school of thought, there is a different lineage, then you must be clear. Whereas Saivite, you need to understand, because in Saivite, it is called as Vidya Guru, who will guide you to Shiva Guru. The ultimate Guru is Shiva. That's where he must take you to. That little that I know of. And in a Vaishnava school of thought, like you say, all got the Nanda at the back, which means Anandam or bliss and all this. So and stuff. And sometimes also people will come and say, easily, I am the Tirumular Parambara. Na henga poi tadrathu Tirumular lineage.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
Yeah, easy, because how do I trace Tirumular lineage? So easy. Yeah.
And
so that.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir?
can you proceed? Yes.
Yes, please. Continue.
So just thinking that, you see, just for our knowledge, just for our sharing, what about the gurus that like Agastya? He was after he had his what do you call it, Katurunan, right? He has got his, So what about some of those people that we have, the saints that we have come across? Can you just take us along that Agastya, and then our maybe Ramakrishna Paramahamsa? How about their gurus? How were they guided? Can you just give us shed some light on that, please?
All right. Okay. Basically, as how just now, like Yutuji have mentioned, if it depends on the path that we are following. Okay, sometimes we like Shiva, we follow the path of Shiva. Sometimes we like Vishnu, we follow the path of Vishnu. But ultimately, the division is only two: whether it is Advaitam, or Dvaidam. Okay, I am not going deep into that. Okay,
no. That's another topic for another day.
Yeah, so it's like these are two main divisions, and from there only people try to find the Guru Parambara. For example, like Advaitam, people are looking into Adi Shankaracharya. People are looking into his lineage. You see, this is how it goes. So these are the known lineage, like Advaitam, Dvaidam, the known lineage. Other than that, let's say we are talking about Swami Ramakrishna. Okay, he has the grace directly from God, from the Kali Mother himself. You see, so that one is not as the Advaitam or Dvaidam concept. That is different. This is purely devotional. And the lineage started from him himself, where after that he passed the baton to Swami Vivekananda. And after that, he had so many disciples under them. They started the Ramakrishna mission, something like that. So the idea here is whether we can see or identify whether they are bona fide master or not, okay, by looking at how they have lived, okay, whether they have experienced the God or not. The word here is what we call it bona fide. Okay, the authorized guru. Okay, this is what we can see through their living, okay, by their experience. Okay, it's like, even Shridi Baba, for example, he has the guru. He have his own guru lineage, but he never revealed that, you see. But by looking at his autobiography, by looking at how he has lived, we take him as a guru, because, the stories and all the disciples around him have authorized him as a bona fide master. The authorization has been given to him as a spiritual master, something like that. You see, this is how we see the gurus. When it comes to the Siddhas, it's different. They belong to the totally different tradition. You see, their way of conducting, their way of ritual, their way of prayers is totally different. You see, but they are also spiritual seekers. All right, we can always take Agastya or Tirumular or Bogar as a guru. Doesn't matter, because they are documented and they are recognized as a bona fide masters. Yes.
Very good. Good explanation. Now, there is something from the chat room. He says, maybe it's good if you can explain the different lineage or parambaras that exist today for viewers. That's a question.
Actually, there's too many lineage comes along the way, you see. So it's very difficult for me to just identify or just tell this in just a very short period of time here. But as I mentioned just now, the easiest for us to detect is by looking into the philosophies, whether you are supporting, you are preferring, not supporting, whether you are preferring Advaitam or Dvaitam. That's the first question that you have to settle first. Okay, I make it very simple, don't worry. So it's like this: if you feel like, okay, Jivatma and Paramatma is one, you belong to Advaitam. If you feel like your Atma and God is two different entity, then you belong to Dvaitam. That's it. The moment you choose this preference, okay, then from there you can identify the spiritual masters in that particular lineage already. Okay, it solves so much of question really.
Yeah.
So it depends what we are following. You see, all right.
All right.
Any questions? Any more questions, Yutuji?
Uma as Agastya Siddhar Kailash Mula Varga Parambara Line Shiva Nandi Tirumula Shiva Prananda Anbe Chalandan.
You can get this lineage actually, yeah.
Okay.
And I have, I'm just, it's just in my mind because you just mentioned about Sai Baba, yeah. I mean, not the Satya Sai Baba, but it's about the Shirdi Sai Baba. Many of them we have in Malaysia, all over the world. He's got devotees, he's got temples, yeah. So I just in my mind, it works with me. It's this question, there are some. Okay, when you pray to a guru, okay, of course you prostrate upon the guru because he has given enlightenment, he has cleared your misery, you're good, you start praying. So, some people have taken this guru as God. They do not have any other altar or any other prayer deities in their house. They only have Shirdi Sai Baba, who to many of us is a guru, but to them he's God. So there's no other. So is it okay for someone who has taken somebody as a guru and only pray to him and not to pray to any God? I mean, God means God in a sense that the way our Hinduism has taught us, in many other manifestations, Shakti or Vinayagar or Murugan or Shiva or no other. Only Shirdi Sai Baba. Shirdi Sai Baba is God, Guru and God. Is that possible? Is it acceptable?
Okay. Basically, okay, yeah, this is commonly happening everywhere, right? So it's like this: the moment they feel like the guru and God, there's no difference, people go up to this extreme, you see. But we must understand that the gurus never declare themselves as God, you see. So I never heard of any gurus that telling I'm God, you see. So this is quite awkward. So we must understand that guru is the one who holds our hand and show this is God. Just like a mother, a mother will show a baby, oh, this is your father, that's the mother's role. So something like that, a guru is the one who shows the God, you see. So if you want to start with a guru and you believe that guru can lead you to God, you can always have him, doesn't matter. You can always start the sadhana just having him in the prayer hall, doesn't matter. But you must understand there is an energy, supreme energy beyond him as well. You see, so in that case is what we call it Ishtadevata. Ishtadevata comes along the way. You see, so the role of a guru is basically to guide you towards that Ishtadevata. That's it. You see, so at the beginning you can have the prayer of just a guru. You start, but at the jnana level you must understand a guru, and after that, beyond the guru, there's a God behind him. You see, so I will always strongly suggest that. Don't stop at the guru level himself. We have to understand that Guru's dharma is to bring us further towards the God's journey. All right. Yeah.
There's a comment in the chat room. There's some Ramakrishna Paramahamsa declared he is God. Is that true? Is that?
Okay. Even okay, but okay, we must understand this. When it comes to spiritual masters, the moment they experience the samadhi level, okay, they've been in the samadhi level. There's a word of samadhi. Samadhi means I am that, you see. So the moment they experience the samadhi level, okay, they feel that the energy that they have, okay, the experience that they have, and that particular ultimate energy is the same. You see? So at that point of time, maybe they feel, okay, maybe, but I'm not sure whether he have declared that as or no. Okay, that is out of my knowledge. But basically, the moment a guru experiences that, that's why we started to believe that this guru have experienced and been one with the God. So that's why people used to see them as God as a whole. This idea comes from there. You see, this idea comes from there. Yeah.
What about Aham Brahmasmi?
I am that. Yes.
That.
Okay. In this concept, that's the thing. We must understand whether we are following Advaitam or Dvaitam. If those people are following Advaitam, they will say that, yes, I am that. I'm equivalent to that. I can become God. God and me, there's no difference. The Parabrahman and me, there's no difference. It's just like ocean water, you know, the ocean itself is a God. If you just take it as in the form of glass, okay, the water, okay, in that glass and the ocean water, the quality is the same. All right, but the quantity is different for sure. All right. Yeah.
I'm going to ask another very interesting question because Chandran, I don't understand what you're trying to say. I hope you can rephrase what you're asking because I don't understand. Since there is Guru today, can I ask what is life? We always entangle birth, growth, and die. Just separate the karma issues in this part. I don't understand. Please try to rephrase that. I can ask the question correctly. There's a question from Gunasekharan. A Sadguru is one who can bring a transformation in you. Now, that's what he makes a statement. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. Is Sadguru a guru?
You are referring to which Sadguru?
Our what?
Founder of Isha.
Isha, yes, Isha, yes.
Okay, all right. Okay.
In your opinion, yeah, in your opinion.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah, sure, no problem. So it's like this. A Sadguru, the word Sadguru itself refers to one who have realized, the realized one. Okay, the meaning of Sadguru is that, the realized one. Okay, so if let's say I'm a Bhakta that I'm following Isha Foundation and I'm taking Isha Sadguru as my guru, first of all, I have to see his lineage. You see, so his lineage, his Guru Parampara. If it is clear and I can see that he's a bona fide master, fine, I can follow that. If it is not clear, okay, that means I have to find further. You see, because there are some gurus who have been like that, just like, you know, I've mentioned just now, like Sri Baba. No one knows about his guru lineage. Okay, he didn't mention that. Okay, but he remains as a bona fide master. You see, so something like that comes to Isha Master, Isha Sadguru. If he has a guru, clear Guru Parampara, fine, that's easy for us to look into it. No means we have to wait and see. You know, this is wait and see game. All right. So because along the way only we can know whether a master is a bona fide master or not. That's why if people come to me, I always say the best part is choose a Guru Parampara, choose a guru who have attained Samadhi. You know, that is the easiest for you to go along the way. Okay, a living guru, you know, nowadays to find a bona fide living guru is very difficult. So it's not easy, right? So first of all, take a master who have attained the Mahasamadhi first. Maybe Agatyar, maybe Ramakrishna, maybe Swami Shivananda, whoever it is, whatever guru that you like, you take them first. Okay? Along the way, if you understand and you are following them, they will guide you. Sometimes they will even come in front of you. They can appear in your dream. You know, they will guide you along the way. They even can guide you and initiate you through dreams.
Yes.
It do happen. This kind of miracles can happen for sure.
Yes, I agree with you, sir. Very much, because it has happened to me.
Yeah, that's good.
It's happened to me. That's why I'm here. I'm here today because I'm not talking about the gurus who have guided me, but it's about someone who I have not seen. I've just read it. It's one of those in the 9 months who have been in me, who have guided me, who have like reshaped my thinking process, you know. So if I'm able to deliver something in a different manner, in a different using a different methodology, it's because I have taken someone I've not seen. I've just read in the books. I've just read the Tirumurais and I've gone into it and I've just got it from the essence came. Like it was given to me like in a capsule. So
That's
you
good.
can still
Yeah.
take somebody, you know, that's actually I had the question, but you already answered that question. Can we take
Yeah.
someone who we have not seen him, but we have seen his book? He can guide us through his books, through his writings. He's not here. But as what you have mentioned, the gurus, those who have attained samadhi, they are still here. They have not gone. They are still here with us.
Yes.
They will reach us into our Atma and guide us along. Correct?
Very true. Very
Yeah.
true. That's not that for gurus. Their dharma is even after, after they left this physical body,
Mhm.
they always be there to guide the disciples. We even can see this in the story of, again, Swami Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He come down for his disciples. When each of his disciples are passing, meaning to say they are attaining samadhi, he will hold their hand and go back. You see? So this is something that their disciples have written along the way when you are following their stories. You see, so there is that's the easiest way. Let's say if we are confused, we don't know whether a living master is really a master or not. Okay, the first thing is choose someone who have attained samadhi. Choose someone who is a bona fide master.
So can I
From
say,
there, yeah.
Bhaskaranji, can I say
Mm.
that, okay, you have a master who's a Parambara who has attained samadhi, and then you have a living teacher. I wouldn't want to call guru, maybe a teacher who can guide us or share with us his teachings, and can that be one way of looking at it?
Yes, sure. That can happen. No problem. Okay.
Yeah.
So we what we concern. Okay. I think most of us are concerned. We wanted so much to get into Diksha. We want to get Diksha physically and everything. So this is the excitation that everyone to feel. So in that case, people are thinking that the Diksha only can be given physically, but actually it's not. Okay. The masters that who is not here physically, sometimes they come to us. Okay. Even in dreams, they even can give you Diksha. Don't forget this. Okay, these kind of miracles can happen down. But along the way, the easiest way, U2G, basically, if let's say that Guru have attained samadhi and he is a successor disciple, you can always take that successor disciple who is currently living as a Diksha Guru. No problem in that. Yeah. But you must understand that your Sadguru is the Parama Guru, who is higher than him, that have attained samadhi. Yeah, that is much easier in that way.
I think, Bhaskaranji, if I may say, one of the reason of all this confusion and all these doubts and questions is because we don't read and study the scriptures.
Exactly.
We want a quick fix solution. Why? Because I will read you this question. Yeah. But I will ask you to answer. I will not answer this question. I will allow you to answer. This question says, Chandran says, what is life? As human beings, we are in this cycle of, he says, birth and death, are growing to be somebody and die. What is the synopsis of this life on this earth? So towards where we are moving.
Okay. So there are many perspectives for us to look into this. If you ask me, each people, they have their own ways of seeing life. You see? So if you ask me, okay, since we are in this line, all of us are in the spiritual, all of us are spiritual person. Basically, for me, okay, this is my opinion. Maybe it doesn't suit you. I don't know. All right. I think life, each day of life is like we are nearing to death. That's it. Okay. So this nearing to that process, okay, the moment based on the scriptures is telling that you come here, you're born here for some reason, born here for some experience. At the end of the day, you have to go back to your place. You see, this is what the scripture is telling. I'm just putting it in a very layman term. Okay, the moment we are experiencing, at the end of the day, when we are coming down here, we feel like, oh my God, there's so many suffering. Nothing is permanent. At the end of the day, every day we are nearing death. The aging process happens. We feel like, nothing is permanent. Our father, our mother, our brother, our friends, everyone is going to leave us one day until our turn comes. You see? So again, life is actually, from my perspective, I feel like to attain the perfection as much as we can, and that perfection is ultimately the liberation of soul, what we call it as moksha, meaning to say no more birth. பெறவே வேண்டாம்னு சொல்றோம்ல, போதண்டா சாமி ஆள விடுங்க,
விரைவாத வர வேண்டும், விரைவாத வர வேண்டும்னு தான் நம்ம சிவபுராணத்துல போட்டிருக்கு. Very clear, because when you take birth, you have to go through the three things: பிணி, மூப்பு, இறப்பு, age, disease, and death. You will have to go through this pain. So all this you can understand when you read the scriptures. When you study the scriptures well enough, then you can make an informed decision. See, the beauty and the beauty, see, Hinduism a double-edged sword, because it gives you the freedom. In the வாழ்க்கை வந்து there is no, we are not a religion of one book. You do this, if you don't do this, you go to heaven, you go to hell and burn in eternity.
Yeah, correct.
We are not a book of laws. Rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3. Hey, you go through this journey. Adipattu, idipattu, odapattu, then you will discover this. Along the line, I can understand the confusion. This is called you're a seeker. That's why we are a seeker. We are not a believer.
Yes.
Believer means I will say, now go and give this book, now read whatever inside the book, what to tell you to do, do. What you're not supposed to do, don't do. If you go against this, you will forever burn in hell.
Yeah, correct.
But ours, see, the good and the bad, I'll say. Some people say, why so much of confidence? That's why it's this journey about discovering yourself. So you go to a guru, you so-called fake guru. For me, I don't say
it's a matter of experience.
Yeah, it's not fake guru. You go there and there is a learning. Whether he's a fake or not fake, whatever you call it, that's a learning. The Atma is evolving.
Yeah, correct.
This is my take on it.
Some people, you're right. Like some people are blessed with the immediate, like you say, Jnana Sambandar, Sivan was there right in front of him, giving him the, the milk. Okay, so the jnana milk. So some people are blessed with the guru immediately, upon them. But some people have to take a different journey, because different people have a different journey attaining, that guru. Don't you agree, sir? Because some people forever in their whole life, they would have never met their guru.
Yes.
That also
all depends on the karma. Okay, we call it Sanchita, Prarabdha, Agami type of karma. That covers. Our destiny depends on what we have done previously, you see. But even to get into the thought, okay, I want to find a guru itself, just to that thought to happen itself is already a revolution in us, you see.
Exactly.
And another thing is, just to add to you, to G just now, I totally agree with that, okay, because our religion doesn't say that you just have to follow this. Even if you say there's no God, no problem. You have the freedom, you see.
Yes,
the freedom is there.
That's the beauty of our religion.
If you like to eat sambar, okay, that is yours. Some people, they like to eat chicken curry, so you can't do anything with that. So we choose the part that we like and just keep going, you see. All right, so there are many paramparas, there are many books, even the scriptures, there are thousands of scriptures that we have right now. So these Idiyasam, Puranam, Agamas, Darsanas, and everything, there are so many.
We are a religion of a library.
Everything. Yeah, it's not of a single book. It's not like a physics or chemistry or biology that has a single book and single author. But actually, we belong to the library that have many authors. You see? Amazing. So that's the pride. So we belong to this. Since we belong to this, I think it's our dharma and responsibility to go beyond this. You see? And that part comes to us, whether we are really putting the effort into going in this path or not. You see?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I think every effort, like coming and watching our, our session, supporting, this is all, it means you're a seeker.
Yes.
Like
correct.
what Vasanji said just now, you're seeking. It is not everybody will come and listen. That means your Atma, there is a thirst somewhere it is seeking whether it is right or wrong. Don't worry. Enjoy
Yes.
this journey. You will eventually get what you deserve.
Yes. Yes.
What
Yeah.
you don't deserve, you will not get. What you
But
deserve,
you have to be a seeker. That's very important.
that's
Yes.
seeking
To
also.
seek.
That's why you're here. I mean, those of you are watching here, it doesn't happen by default. It is happening because there is something inside you seeking for an answer.
Yes.
Very
Definitely,
true.
Definitely.
Everything happens for a reason. We are here for a
Yeah.
reason.
Yes.
You see, all of us here for a reason because we have the same frequency of mind. We are the
Yeah.
seekers, We feel like, oh, something is not complete. I'm trying to find and try to understand that. So that's why we are here today, right?
So when
So yeah,
somebody-
this is Guru's grace as well.
Yeah. So if somebody tells you I am the follower of, I'm a follower of Sai Baba, I'm a follower of Satya Sai Baba, I am a follower of Myanmar. So it doesn't matter because
Doesn't
they are
matter.
all following. Of course, end of the day, Chat Tit Anandam.
Yeah,
They are all towards
Satchidananda.
that passage, that journey.
Yeah,
Correct?
we can walk, we can cycle, we can take bus, we can take taxi, we can take aeroplane. At the end of the day, the destination is the same.
Bullet train,
Yes,
the destination is same. Yeah.
the destination is the same.
That's the
It's just
beauty
a
of
matter
our
whether
religion.
it's,
Amazing.
yeah,
Of
whether
course,
we are reaching
of
it
course.
a little fast or not. That's it.
Yeah. Of course, some of our, I don't want to use the word enemies, but in one sense, they are people who take this and tweak and turn for certain benefits of their own. But if you are a true seeker, nothing will shake you. Whatever they say, they can say whatever you want. You know what you are doing. Because a true seeker will know what you are doing. You don't have to, some people take this out of context, the freedom that we have, and then they tweak it and show that as a weakness, when in fact, that's our strength.
Yeah.
As long as we are following in the dharmic, the dharma, the path of dharma, as long as we are righteous, as long as there's virtue, we just keep moving. Correct. Of course,
Yes.
in order for us to move correctly, we have to face those challenges. We have to face all those things. So you cannot say, because I don't have a guru and I didn't do it properly and all these things are happening. So when you keep seeking, these miseries will become lesser and lesser and lesser. So your journey or your path will become easier for you to travel. The obstacles will be removed slowly and then you will be enlightened, right?
Yeah. It's just not an overnight process. It
It's
takes
not an
time.
it's not an overnight process. It
Mm.
has
Keep
to
seeking. Keep the
gradually.
அவங்க சொல்லுவாங்களே, keep the faith. நான் அதை சொல்ல மாட்டேன். Go on seeking. Go on
Yeah.
seeking. Because இதெல்லாம் individual journey. There is no, Bhaskaranji, please correct me if I'm wrong. There is no single journey which is the same.
Exactly. True.
All
of
of
us.
us will go different journey.
On a different journey, yes.
So don't see the neighbor. How come he got guru and Raja find guru?
It's a different journey. Different people, different karma. Different people, different journey.
Yes.
It all
The
depends
time
on
will
our
come.
karma. Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
The time will
correct.
come.
Okay. Sometimes we've got some gurus who have written some books which we can refer. There are some gurus who don't have any books written. So is there because of course, like Ramana Maharishi, he had his books, he had his people also writing until now. I think there's an organization in Australia working on Ramana Maharishi's, his life and how he
yes.
got, So how about people like gurus who don't have anything in writing to produce?
Okay.
Does it make a
Some
difference?
some saints or just they can be like just sittas, they have attained jiva samadhi and all these things. They don't have any particular spiritual books that they have left or not, But along the way, let's say some people, they're taking them as a guru, and you know that they are bona fide masters. That's fine, doesn't matter, because they will come and instruct us or mold us to the mind, Even though they are not here, even though they are without your physical body, they still come and teach us through the mind. And sometimes the passing will happen. One guru will pass us to another guru. This kind of process do also happens in this in this thing, So be ready. So many miracles can happen. As of how our U2G have mentioned just now,
Yes.
everyone experiences different. Sometimes if we feel like is this guy really telling a real thing or not? This kind of question people might ask. But actually, you will know. Even some gurus, they might even come and in front of you and talk. This kind of experience also can happen. You see, so don't feel like, oh, this is really a lie. No, nothing. We might have our different experiences that certain times, it doesn't matter if people doesn't believe, as long as we believe what we are practicing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
We have now reached the tail end, and I would like Bhaskaranji to take this one question, and then we will close. I think this is a very interesting question. I like to read again from Chandran. Hindus teaching like an ocean of sea. It is very hard to understand, but there is daily principles to adhere with. What is a Hindu basic principle? Example: no killing, being vegan, no gambling, etc. Can emphasize the principles here.
Okay. The easiest way is, one, people call it ahimsa. Okay, ahimsa is you don't hurt people by your mind, words, or action. Okay, that's the ultimate. Okay, that's the first thing. Another one is satya. Satya means being truth. You see, being truth, being right, being faithful, not only to the gurus, to the God, but all the people around you. You're just being truthful to them. And next one is what we call it brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means purity. You see, purity in mind, purity in action. All right. So these three things, this is what I believe from the scriptures. These three things, ahimsa, satya, brahmacharya, is the ultimate principle or the concepts that I think we should hold in our life to make it a better one. You see, in the spiritual seeking process. Yeah.
Thank you, Bhaskaranji. I just like to add by saying, first of all, this is my thought. You need to identify which school you want to, like what Bhaskaranji is talking about. Yeah. You need to understand which school you are studying. You must know whether I'm going to Chinese, Malaysian syllabus, or international school, or maybe Indian syllabus example. So you need to understand which school of thought you are following.
True.
Then from there, whether you're nothing. For me, I am a Saivite, but I still read my Bhagavad Gita. I have no question about because it's easy for you to understand. Otherwise, confused. Why this? Why that? You decide which school of thought, and then you go back to the scriptures. End of the day, because the scriptures explains everything for you. Example: if you're not sure, go to the 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga, which give you the basic things. If you like, go why yoga, yamam, niyamam. They basic is all they explain that. Then you slowly pick it from there. Otherwise, first don't look at the whole thing. Yes, because ours is an ocean, but you can start looking at the river first. Okay, and then from there you get clear perspective. I was also very confused. Why so difficult? But actually, it is all structured well.
Yes,
it's actually well structured. Why? Because we have never got someone who can teach, or like what Bhaskaranji say, finding the right guru. Once you go to the right guru, he will show you exactly what are the things that you need to follow. Then you see, oh, so clear, so beautiful. My tradition is what a wonderful tradition. How did I miss this? That will be in your thought.
You see,
That's
in our Hindu thing, Yutuji, just taking from what you just said about we didn't have anyone to guide us from the very beginning, and then for us to follow. We had this in a Gurukul system in our Hindu civilization. All the children were sent into Gurukulams. They have a guru to follow. Even girls were sent to female Gurukulams where they learned everything. They mastered everything, So the Gurukulam system came and left us along. So, and then it was still in the school system, and later that was also removed. So we lost along the way. That's the story. That's the main story. Actually, we had the thing all along. Otherwise, we all would have had good gurus. Okay, we were misled for a little bit of dark era of our civilization, but we are back on track now. We have got good gurus guiding us. So we are all along the way, and we will definitely make it happen, and we'll glorify this Hindu civilization to the next generation and forever and ever. Okay.
Yes.
And I think,
There are many wonderful teachers and gurus in our. I don't have to go far. India, even in Malaysia, they're wonderful,
Good.
knowledgeable. Get the teaching right. As you get the teaching right, you will start. I believe you will start finding the gurus, and every guru, whether fake or not, whatever you like to call it, there is a
Yeah.
learning, and you evolve from that.
Yeah.
Closing statement from
Just-
you, sir.
Yeah, maybe just to add to that, my
Yeah.
summary as a summary.
Yeah.
So basically, the first thing that we should know is everything becomes easy the moment you know your guru, you know your parambara, because your scripture, the theory, the concept that you want to follow, all falls in that way already.
Yeah.
You know, so this is ocean. You know, we cannot finish everything. You cannot study everything.
It's like
It's difficult. You know, better to follow one path, and that path start with the guru. The moment you identify your guru, you know the parambara, and that parambara, it shows you these are the scriptures that the masters have studied. From there, that are the dharmas, or that are the possible theories that we have to follow along the way to attain the liberation, you know, the end of life. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's all.
very good. Today I learned something very important. Yeah, which is the easiest way is identify your guru, and from the guru, all the syllabus are put in place. Why crack your head? Yeah.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
then
That's
it
the
is
first
all
step
laid
is
there
seek.
for you. Yeah.
The first step is seek. You
Yes.
seek.
Yes.
At
Correct.
least through a book or some reading or something, and that guru will guide you along. And that guru will guide you along to identify the living guru.
Very
There's
true.
a
That will
request
be the
here.
takeaway message.
Bhaskaranji, there's a request because there's a
Okay.
request. I hope you can expand on this topic as much needed in our life. That's a request for you.
Okay, so
To
it looks
expand,
like
I'm sure we will invite
Part
Bhaskaranji soon.
part two.
Yeah, for part two
Yeah.
to continue,
yes,
because like you said, this is an ocean.
Yeah.
Please join us every Saturday. In fact, tomorrow we have in Tamil, 8 o'clock. We have Dr. Na Dharmalingam who will be with us. So please join us, continue. So please like us, follow us, so that you get your notification and your journey of learning about
Yes.
our tradition can happen here.
yes.
Aka?
I
like to say
was
something?
actually I also wanted to close by saying that actually I wanted our Bhaskaranji to get back here to speak about Kuladeva and Ishtadeva. So
Wonderful,
in fact there
wonderful.
is another request to asking him to come and do second part of the Guru. So
Okay.
we will take that on as we go along, okay?
Yeah, along the
Because
way.
our call
Yeah.
sheets are a little tight. So our call sheets are going like movie making now. Every week we've already got a long list ready. Next month the schedule is already ready now. Okay, right. So
Awesome.
anyway,
No
good sir.
problem.
Thank you. It's actually a pleasure having you in our show. Actually, we are very happy that we had you, and actually a lot of comments and congratulations and actually good wishes to you. And they
Thank
have
you so
learned a
much.
lot from you. Of course, you two was only reading the questions, you know.
Yes,
And
yes.
but there are a lot of good words for you. So please
Yeah,
go back
thank
and
you.
read it. And
Yeah,
we hope to get you back on our virtual studio
yeah,
again.
sure.
Yeah.
So
It's
I would like
again
to,
another guru's blessing that you come
Can.
back to us. Yeah.
yeah,
So
I
yeah,
hope,
please.
yeah,
Yeah, you want to say
sure.
something?
And my deepest apology for the turbulence in terms of connection just now.
Because
Unexpected first experience.
immediately we did a guru mantra and it worked.
That's
Yes.
You see
great.
the power?
That's great. Yeah.
Just
that's
doing
good.
it in my and together because you were just trying to get here, it
Yeah,
worked.
yeah.
So that's how
Correct.
guru works for us, right? Our
Yeah.
gurus work.
Thank God everything went on well. Thank you so much for having
Would
me
you like to
here.
wrap up
Thank
with
you.
the mantra, sir?
Yeah, I can. No
Yeah,
problem.
please.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamujacchate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Shishade Hari Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank
you.
you, sir. Thank
Viewers,
you.
thank you so much for staying with us until the end. Thank you, Bhaskaranji, and thank you, Krishnamma.
Thank you, Ji.
Yeah, stay safe, stay happy. Have a great weekend. Yeah.
See
Thank
them
you
all
so much.
tomorrow 8 p.m.
Bye.
Tamil.
Yes. Yeah. See you
Okay,
tomorrow.
bye everyone.
Bye bye.